Christians should oppose abortion because abortion is taking the life of an innocent human being. And to put on top of that, it's taking the lives of the most vulnerable among us. In biblical times, the most vulnerable among us were the orphans and the widows. Today, I think the figures of speech for the most vulnerable among us would be the unborn and the elderly. It looks like the United States Supreme Court poised to reverse Roe v. Wade and turn the decisions about abortion over to the states for them to legislate according to the will of their people. That's very good news for the unborn. But the reason I think we should oppose abortion, not only morally, but also legally, is because the right to life is the fundamental civil right to which we as a society are all committed. The debate is over whether or not you have a person from conception forward. There's no doubt that you have human life from conception forward because embryos are living and they are human. And science is very clear about that. But philosophers want to distinguish between a human being and a person by putting additional qualities or additional hoops that the embryo has to jump through in order to attain the designation of a person. And today, I think all of those additional hoops they have to jump through actually fail because somebody who's under general anesthesia or somebody who is in a reversible coma doesn't have any of those traits, yet we fully acknowledge that they are persons. And you could say, well, yeah, but if it's a reversible coma, they'll come out of it, or anesthesia wears off, and it's just temporary. But it's also just temporary for the unborn child, too. And it's actually normal for the stage of maturity for that particular unborn child to actualize those capacities as they mature. So the fact that a newly conceived embryo does not have any brain function is normal for its stage of maturity and development. And those qualities don't make what philosophers call an ontological difference, which has to do with their fundamental being, what kind of a thing they actually are. Those are irrelevant to what kind of a thing an embryo actually is, because from conception forward, embryos have all the capacities that they need to mature into an adult human being, an adult person. And as they grow and mature, they actualize more of those capacities. They see them come to fruition. But that's a normal, natural part of their process of maturity. That's why I like to say that embryos mature into newborns, who mature into toddlers, rather than they become fetuses, they become newborns. This is not metamorphosis. We're not turning into something fundamentally different. We're maturing according to what the unborn child already is. So I think that's really crucially important. And even if Roe v. Wade is overturned, which I think is likely, it will still be important to make the case, both morally and legally, that unborn children are full persons from conception forward, worthy of the right to life and full societal protection.